Welcome to Entice Conversations with your girl Felicia, where we're here talking all things grown and sexy. Today we are talking about being sexy at any age.
Especially over 40. This is your man Ernest, aka Esquire. Let's be honest. The mirror changes, the body changes.
Yes.
But sexy, that's a state of mind. That is a state of mind. Would you agree that is a state of mind?
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
So before we get started, before we jump 10 toes in, welcome back to Entice Conversations. Please take a brief moment to subscribe, like, comment, share. It helps more people discover the best grown folks podcast there is. And while you're doing that, check out our new background. Y'all see this?
Do y'all see it?
Listen, we wanted to clean it up,
Yes.
make it a little bit more sexy,
Yes.
make it classy.
And it's all.
And it's all that and then some.
Yes.
So shout out to Felicia and her artistic team who actually put this together. You the team by yourself, right?
Yes, I am. However, thank you for your patience with me.
Absolutely. So definitely want to get that in because this is our new look now. This is what we're going with.
Yeah.
Felicia's even matching. I decided not to match. It's okay. You know, I just want y'all to see that we don't always match.
Yeah, we're not. Yes, exactly. It's a good point. Right. Yeah.
So Felicia, let's talk about sexy over 40 and if that even is such a thing. And if it is, where are we getting this from?
The being sexy over 40?
Yes, let's talk about that.
Well, I think most of us that's over 40.
Are you over 40?
Yes, I'm over 45.
We gotta check. Felicia's tenderoni, but go ahead.
Yes, but no, I'm not. But I would say that us, as they call us, the aunties, we look better than the 20-year-olds.
You ain't never lied.
I said it.
You ain't wrong.
Yeah.
You ain't wrong.
So.
But here's where we come into our issues, right? Especially us being over 40. We start looking at the IG models and the guys that's working out 25-8.
Right.
We try to compare ourselves to them instead of focusing on us. Would you agree? I
agree. It's also society standards.
Absolutely.
That's being put out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So now, I'm from the era, like in the 70s, where you had to be thin.
Exactly. Right.
Twiggy, all the models that were thin.
Yeah.
That was the quintessential look, if you will, of what our beauty standards are supposed to be.
Right.
And I kind of disagree with that because everybody can be sexy in their own way. And we're going to delve into that.
We are. I'm glad they're starting to change that now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even though we have things like fupa. Is that what they call it?
Fupa. Do you know what a fupa is?
I've heard it mentioned. Felicia, for the people who don't know, would you let them know what that is?
No problem. Fupa is... Fupa is fat over the P or the P area. Pick a P. Any P.
So men got it too?
Oh, yeah.
So I thought they were the dad bod.
It may not flop down as much as women, but it's still over the penis area.
Right.
Yeah.
But here's my thing. Can we still be sexy with the fupa and the dad bod?
Yes.
You mean yes?
Because I have a fupa.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to own my fupa.
Hold up. How many of y'all ladies out there and how many of you fellas out there, please chime in. If you got a fupa or you got a dad bod, Don't be ashamed.
Say it loud and proud.
Yeah, don't be ashamed. If you got it, you got it.
There.
So some of the things that cause this, slower metabolism,
right,
overeating sometimes, not always, or bad eating, should I say.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
Sometimes we may eat right, but at the wrong times.
I think for me, it was thinking that my body still works the way it did in its 20s. Like, I can eat this and then I'll just work out once and it'll be fine. It's not how it works at all.
Work out once?
Yeah.
What about daily pressures? Right? The things that we go through on a daily basis, stress-wise.
Right.
Right? Whether it's at work, whether it's at home, whether, you lose a loved one.
Yeah.
Whether someone gets sick, whether you're watching the news. Right?
Right.
So there's so many things that affect our daily pressures, if you will. And let's embrace that.
Right.
Because that is part of it. Because when you was in your 20s, you didn't have a care in the world.
Absolutely.
You weren't worried about nothing.
No.
You lose a job, all right, well, we working tomorrow.
Exactly.
Car break down, we get another one, right?
Right.
Or
right.
up in Philly, we get on the bus, right?
Yes.
So we didn't have those same cares as youngsters,
right,
as we do now, as we look at providing for ourselves, our loved ones, so forth and so on. So that also adds to it, right?
Yes. Yes.
So Felicia, ladies, when did you feel that first shift in your body?
Ooh.
I'm gonna first ask that out to the ladies and the fellas. When did you feel that first shift in your body?
I was in my late 30s. Yeah. It wasn't coming off like I was used to.
Does it normally happen after birth?
For most people.
Or did you get snatched back?
I did, but I was young.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put that to that. I mean, I was 19 when I had my son. So yeah, I
Shout out to
shrunk.
Dante.
What's up? I shrunk right back down, and I was a 3. It was hard to believe.
You were a size 3?
Yeah. Was this little. This
Bless
little.
her heart.
But I would have to say I was at my finest if you ask me. About 31.
That's when you noticed it?
That's when I knew I was fine.
No, we know that. But we're talking about when did you notice the change?
At the end, towards the end of my 30s, going into my 40s.
Your 30s. Okay.
Yeah.
That's I saw mine in my 40s too.
Okay.
I mean, because anybody knows me, I was skinny my entire life.
I've seen some pictures. Yes, yes, you were.
I was little my entire life. I could eat anything, anytime, anywhere.
Yes.
Wouldn't gain an ounce.
Right.
Now look at food.
If I look at it, 10 pounds.
Right.
Yes.
And you know what? Relatively speaking, for my height, everything, I'm not really obese.
No, you're not.
Per se. My BMI could be a little lower.
Yeah.
Right? But that's something we can work on, right? Get away from the table a little bit, drink more water.
Mr. Moore, you could do 2 or 3 jumping jacks. And he'll be straight. Ladies, you know how this works. The men, they can just exercise for 2 weeks and we still on the struggle bus.
No, you're not. So I got a question.
Yes.
And this is the question again for the fellas and the ladies as well. But do men get more grace, more time? Do they get more leeway when it comes to getting to that quote unquote ideal weight or size? What's up for y'all to ponder on?
Yeah.
Y'all feeling this conversation, ain't y'all? Yeah, y'all really feeling this conversation. Felicia, you feeling this conversation?
I am.
Hit that pause and make sure you share, like, comment.
Comment.
Help us grow this community.
Yes.
Help us grow this community.
Yes. So,
Yes.
I want to talk about the role of confidence and the feeling of being seen sexy. So, because we have these Instagram models
Mhm.
and what we see on the television,
Mhm.
um, are we owning that in our own skin that, okay, yeah, I may not have a BBL, you know what that BBL?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brazilian butt lift.
Yes.
I'm
I
quite
may not
familiar.
have that, or I may not look like this Instagram model, um, or what I'm seeing on television, but I know within my body that I am sexy.
And that's the thing, right? I don't know if you asked me a question. Was that a question or a statement?
A statement.
Right. And
Yes.
let me compound on top of that, right? Confidence is sexy,
Right.
right?
Yeah,
It is
absolutely.
the confidence that is sexy. Now, do we all have flaws? Absolutely.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
But we can cover those flaws and still. So I remember some time ago, about 14 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
I was at a fashion show rehearsal.
Okay. Was it? Oh, it was. Okay. Yes.
And one of the suggestions that you gave to the models was walk with confidence.
Yes.
Walk with confidence. So if you have that confident walk, if you
Yeah.
have that confident look, no matter how short, tall,
Mm-hmm.
thin, heavy set,
Yeah.
fupa, no fupa,
That's right.
right? Muscle, no muscle,
Mm-hmm.
heels, no heels.
Mm-hmm.
If you have that confidence,
Yes.
it exudes.
It does.
It
It
exudes.
really, really does. Yes. Walk, shoulders back, chin up. Yeah.
And with that confidence comes grooming. Pause. With that confidence comes grooming. Make sure you take care of yourself.
Please.
Make sure you take care of yourself. We talked
Yeah.
about that before, right?
We have. We
Watch
have.
between.
Yeah. Y'all remember. Yes, it does.
That
Because
grooming can help out a lot.
yeah, when you do have a fupa or any other layers on your body, you have to make sure you get up under there.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't just brush on top of it. Lift that fupa up and get up in under there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's define sexy over 40.
Okay.
What does it look like, sound like, feel like? Again, I want the Enticed fam.
Mm-hmm.
I want y'all participation in on this, right?
Yeah.
Want to know what sexy looks like, sounds like, feels like. Is it a carbon copy? Is it a caricature? Is it a cutout?
Mm-hmm.
Do we have to be a certain size to be sexy?
No.
Okay.
No.
Please elaborate,
I've
Felicia.
seen some plus size women that when they walk in a room, when I say plus size, I mean 250 and up.
Mhm.
When they walk in a room, like they command attention. And it's not because they're bigger, it's because of that confidence that we
It's
were
all
talking
about that
about.
confidence.
Yes.
That's all about that confidence.
And I sit back and watch how the men are admired because everyone assumes that, oh, no one's going to be into her because she's bigger. Not true.
What was her name in that show where they were all over 600 pounds?
My 1,000-pound, no, my 600-pound life.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to keep it a man.
Okay.
I'm going to keep it a man all the time. For y'all that don't know what a man is, I'm going to keep it 100, 1,000. I'm going to keep it real.
Okay.
All of them had dudes.
Right.
They all had dudes.
All of them, yes.
Like, first of all, I can't imagine 600 pounds.
No,
Right.
no.
I don't know what they were doing. I don't know if they were actors. I don't know if they were stand-ins. I don't know. But all of them had dudes.
Yes. Yeah. See,
Felicia,
cooking that whole
mean?
pack of bacon for him in the morning.
What does that mean?
Now, see, on that part, I feel it's the secret sauce they have that I'm not aware of. I would like to know.
Secret sauce?
Yes.
That's a lot of sauce.
Because most of them are not walking anywhere. So there's no walking into the room with confidence. But it's you have people that just love extremely obese people. And they do have some. Yeah, you're right.
So as my mother would say.
What Mom Deuce would say? What would she say?
If my mom would say there's a top for every pot, no matter how crooked the pot.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that again.
Right.
There is a top for every pot, no matter how crooked the pot.
Right.
So over 40, be sexy in who you are.
Yes, I agree.
If one person don't want you, that's all right. That's all right. There's plenty others out here who will.
Right. So, sex and dating at any size. Let's talk about it.
Let's go.
Okay. Are we keeping shirts on? Are we insecure about our bodies so we only expose certain areas? We don't want it to be seen? Or are you like...
Are you talking about the actual performance of sex?
When it's time.
Okay, so I'm going to add to that.
Okay, yeah. I want to know.
So halfway clothed or with the lights on.
Right.
Or off.
Off. I mean, it's dark.
Yeah. So, bam, check it out, right? Are you there? Because I was talking to my sister. She was telling me about a friend who's married.
Okay.
And they ain't never had sex with the lights on.
Wow.
Because she's that ashamed.
Wow.
Come on now. Y'all married.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, you listen. You know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, let me ask you something, Mr. Moore.
Sure.
Do you guys feel catfished when a woman has on her Spanx or her girdle or whatever, and she looking pow hourglass, and then you get
snatched?
Yes.
And then she come and
and this open can of biscuits.
Yeah, like the refrigerated biscuits.
Yes.
Pop.
It pop and it, yeah. Because they have some good Spanx out here. On TikTok, I'm like,
so
wow.
Here's my thing about that.
Okay.
Don't lie. Chris Rock said, men tell lies, women live lies. You ain't that tall, so take off them heels that make you 5'11", 6 feet, right? Your eyes ain't that color. Your hair ain't that long. Like, listen. Keep it a man. If I ask you, are those contacts? Just say yes.
Yeah, own that.
Right, own it.
Yes.
Right.
Right.
If you have children or you have stretch marks, there are a lot of dudes who like that.
Yeah.
There are a lot of dudes who like that. The ones who want that little skinny twig,
yes,
let them have it.
Let them, right.
Just be honest and real with when you're starting out dating. This way, there's no misconceptions, no lies later on.
Yeah, and that may be the reason why in the beginning, once you decide to get to that sexual part, because you did have on the Spanx and everything was snatched in, that you might turn off the lights and let it all hang out, but he can still feel it.
Yeah.
He can still feel it.
Oh, and they got it for dudes too.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, they got it for fellas too.
That yes,
I'm just keeping it a man.
yes, they
Again,
do.
I keep it 100 all the time. I'm gonna tell the truth.
Ladies, could you be with a man that wears Spanx? Question. I need y'all to let me know in the comments.
Yes,
Yes,
right down there.
right
Put that in the comments.
below.
And in
Yes.
this day and time, you, and this is not a question, this is actually a statement. Ladies over 40, you can be sexy fully clothed. You don't have to take off articles of clothing, pop, 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 just to make yourself look or seem sexy. Turn off all that nonsense and what other people are saying or what society says is sexy. You can be that.
You can be. So here's my point of view. You have regular Spanx that just smooth you out.
Mhm.
And then you have the ones that literally take you down 2 or 3 sizes. I think that it is good to have the right support on under certain outfits.
Correct.
Regardless if you're super small or you're on a bigger side. It just helps make everything look smooth. But I get your point if they done took that waistline in, 3, 4 inches. Maybe a little bit of catfishing going on.
Yeah, just be honest.
Yeah.
That's all. We're going to accept you. We're going to accept you.
Yeah.
We're really going to accept you. But, we always talk about, and part of our podcast is also giving education.
Yes.
Or also, we know about the red flags. Let's talk about some green flags.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
What can we do? What action items can we walk away from here with so that if any of our listeners, if any of our family is feeling a little down because of their size over 40, what are some of the things that they can do?
Well, the first thing, and this is for the ladies, is that you have to know what you can wear. A lot of times
hold on.
Okay.
Because sometimes Felicia go a little too fast.
Okay.
The people in the back of the room didn't hear you.
You have to know what you can wear. So if you do have a fupa, try to find something a little asymmetrical because that takes away from this area and it's flattering. So a cute baby doll dress that flares out a little bit here so it makes you look like you have more hips if you need help in that area. Yeah.
Don't stop.
And it's not folding underneath the stuff we don't want folded underneath. I know y'all know what I'm talking
giving
about.
y'all fashion tips on the low. She just spit this off a dome.
Yeah.
What about vertical stripes? As opposed to horizontal stripes?
Don't do horizontal.
Okay.
Yeah, horizontal is gonna make wider.
Okay.
Yes. Your stripes flattering, slims you down. So yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So those are all great tips. And let me also add to that, fellas. Just because it looks good on a mannequin doesn't mean it's going to look good on you. All right? And with these suits that are too small, please stop. Please stop. Please stop.
What do you mean too small?
Too small. If you cannot move about.
You can't clap your hands?
If you can't clap your hands. If you can't raise your hand above your head,
Right.
if you can't open a door, it's too small. It should not be conflicting.
Right.
You should still be able to move freely
Yes.
in whatever it is you're wearing. Now, Felicia and I had this conversation previously, right? She's all about and it's not tailored. So let's change that.
Right.
It's not tailored.
Right.
Slim fit is not for people that are not slim.
Okay.
Period.
I could see.
It's not slim fit is not. Listen, sometimes you need a full cut outfit.
Okay.
Whether it's your jacket, whether it's your pants, either one.
Well, I do know that ankle cleavage is not for everyone.
Ankle cleavage?
Yeah.
And here's another tip. If you're going to have them ankles out.
Lotion.
No, not lotion. Because lotion going to dry up.
Moisturize?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Vaseline Intensive Care Petroleum Jelly.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's going to stay there.
It will.
That goes for both men and women.
Yes. Yeah. It's summertime, y'all.
And get you some shea butter.
Yeah.
I know some people that got some shea butters companies.
Okay.
Yeah, I know a few people out here that's doing
Well, they need to
hit
us
on
up.
here. Yeah, we're
right.
gonna get them on here.
Yeah.
We're gonna get them on here because we all about promoting.
Right.
We all about
we
promoting.
are. Yes.
But back to taking your sexy back. First of all, get in front of the mirror.
Right.
Look, get you a full length mirror and stand in front of it for 30 to 60 seconds.
Okay.
And love what you see.
Right.
If you don't like what you see, let's start doing something to get to what you like.
Yes.
Now, here's the thing. It didn't happen overnight that you got to this size.
Yes.
So it's not going to happen overnight for you to get back to whatever size you are claiming.
Right.
So you got the mirror side. Affirmations.
Affirmations are so important.
Give yourself love.
Yeah.
Give yourself some love.
Yes.
Focus on you. People in the back of the room, the side of the room, both sides, focus on yourself.
Yeah.
Stop trying to compare yourself to others.
That's a word.
Stop trying to compare yourself to others.
Yeah.
Everybody's not over 6 feet.
Right.
Right? Everybody's not female-wise 5'7" or 5'5".
Yeah. Right.
Love who you are and focus on self.
I agree.
If you do those 3 things, add health and wellness to that, promise you, you're going to be ready for the bedroom talk.
Ugh.
Going to be ready for that bedroom talk. And when we're in that bedroom, there's this word that came up called sapiosexual. You ever heard of that, Felicia?
I've heard of it, but I couldn't give you the definition right now.
In so many words, it's someone who uses intelligence as sexy.
Okay.
So we can sit down, read a book, let me read to you, yada, 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 talk about poetry, Black history, happy Juneteenth.
Yes.
Let's not forget that, right? Shout out to all that participated in Juneteenth, even though this is coming out after Juneteenth. But you know what? We celebrate all year long. How about that?
Part.
How about
that
that?
part?
We celebrate all year long.
Yeah.
Sapiosexual though. Let's get that mind, that intellect.
That is attractive.
that word game. What that mouth do?
What that mouth
What
do?
that mouth and brain do?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, there's all other ways of, again, sexuality.
Mm-hmm.
We can also add emotionally. We can also add intimacy.
Yes.
All that can lead up to sexy over 40.
That's right. That's right.
We hitting on something, ain't we?
And we
hitting on
did.
something.
And we did.
If we hitting on something and you feeling this episode, don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe. Don't keep this to yourself. All right? Let everyone know.
Let them know.
Let our community, or when I say our, I'm including the family. Let our community grow.
Yeah.
And I want to say in closing, thanks for rocking with your man Ernest, aka Esquire, and the beautiful
Felicia.
Don't forget to hit and smash that follow button so that others can join.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next Monday. For some more real grown folk, grown topic, grown
conversations. Sexy. Yes.
Absolutely.
All that.
It's all grown.
It's all grown. That's right.
Everything is grown.
Yes. I hope y'all let us know in the comments, please, what you guys thought and some of the questions that we had.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We got some polls coming out. Check out the polls and answer. Get involved.
Yeah.
All right, and we'll see you next Monday.
Good night, fam.
Peace and blessings.